Oh man, I got another build for you, TU12 crit skill build with of course the new exotic AR, the Capacitor. Are you ready? Let's go! What up YouTube? Welcome to another Division 2 video. Thanks for clicking my content, really appreciate you watching it. If you like my content and want to help the channel out, don't forget to smash that like button. Back with another build, and this crit skill build is very powerful. With title update 12 showing skill builds a lot of love with the new exotic edition, new gear set and a new brand set. We can now hit even harder or get our skills back even faster. The setup that I made for you today is a great combo between you and your skills. It's not putting your skills down and go for a cup of coffee. No, the synergy in this build is meant for you and your skills to work together. Still putting out a decent amount of weapon damage and buffing your skills at the same time. And that's where the new exotic AR, the Capacitor, shines. This is the way. The damage you can put out with this combo is insane. Yes, we are a bit squishy and we can't be running around that much, but it's definitely worth it. Most of the time the enemies will focus on your skills, what gives you the opportunity to put some bullets in yourself. But enough gameplay guys, let's see what I made for you today. And this is the build that you just saw guys, shredding through the enemies with my Capacitor and of course with the skills. This is my new crit skill build and I'm loving it. Let's start with of course the specialization. I went for the technician only because we're getting an extra skill tier, so we can rock an extra red core to boost our weapon damage of course, because with this build we're shooting and we're using our skills. So it's not sit in the corner, wait until your skills did all the work. No, this is a very nice combination of shooting and of course shooting from your skills. Over to the guns, of course I went for the Capacitor, the new exotic AR, 15% assault rifle damage, 6% damage to armor, 9% health damage, but we're doing it of course for the talent. Capacitance, shooting enemies builds up stack to cap of 40. Each stack grants 1.5% skill damage and after 5 seconds stacks decay 1 per second. So if you're at max cap, you are getting 60% extra skill damage. And next to that, for all the yellow cores that you handle, so all the skill cores that you handle, you will gain 7.5% weapon damage. We have 6 core yellows because of course we are rocking the 5 core on our build and the 1 from our specialization, so we will get an extra 45% weapon damage, and is needed because of course we are running around with a 5 core yellow with 1 red. Next gun of course is the Harmony. Went for this gun because it has perfectly in sync on there and I would love to have some extra bullets. I could go for the new PDR with that perfectly in sync on there as well, but then I'm rocking 2 ARs. If I run out of ammo, I am screwed. Of course, if I'm running out of ammo, then I'm just switching over to my handgun, the TDR card. Of course, again, for that in sync on there, it's almost maxed out 14.7%, but I'm only using this when I run out all of my ammo. Over to the build guys, and I chose for 3 pieces of Empress International, 2 pieces of HANYU and 1 piece of Overlord. And why the 3 piece of Empress International? I will explain. The first one is 10% skill health, 10% skill damage, and the last one 10% skill efficiency. And skill efficiency will give you all the things within the skill. So skill damage, skill health, skill duration, you name it. Everything that is in the skill tier bracket will be in skill efficiency. So this is the better choice for Ryvern. Of course, Wyvern will give you a 10% skill damage, but the skill efficiency will give you 10% skill damage as well. And next to that, of course, a lot more. Your skills are longer in the battle, your skills are tougher. So this is a better way to go. The 3-piece Empress International, then a 2-piece Empress International and 1-piece Wyvern. Just to let you know, guys. And of course, this handles skill tier. We went for the skill damage and the critical hit chance rolled on there and as a mod. For the other 2 pieces, exactly the same. Went for critical hit chance and skill damage. And then the gloves, skill damage and critical hit chance. It can be a little bit buffed up already, but it isn't the god build that I wanted. It's still close though, it's still close. Of course, 2 pieces of Hanyu, and why the Hanyu, skill haste and skill damage of course. I went for the same setup, the critical hit chance as the mod, the skill damage on there, and this time a critical hit damage, and of course I rolled glass cannon on there. All damage you deal is amplified by 25% and all damage you take is amplified by 50%. Of course you need to watch out, it's a little bit careful playing, but this does a lot of damage and will help you out. Because we are running the capacitor, we cannot get that laser pointer on there, you know. Or else we could use spotter, but the laser pointer isn't on an exotic. So that's why I'm using glass cannon. I still want to do some damage while I'll shoot. Then over to the backpack, of course, we went for the named Hanyu, the force multiplier, because that gives us that perfect combined arms. When we shoot an enemy, increase the skill damage by 30% for 3 seconds. And then, god roll me this, the 10% skill damage, 12% critical hit damage and 6% critical hit chance as a mod. And then for the last piece of my build, of course, the Overlord knee pads, 15% weapon damage, 8% damage to target out of cover, and of course roll that skill damage on there. I chose for this so my weapon still does a lot of damage. That damage to target out of cover is one of the best extra attributes to have, but you already know this. And that's pretty much my setup, guys. Of course, I went for the skills, the turret and the drone. My turret hitting for 121k, of course without all the boosts, without the glass cannon, without my backpack proccing, without the capacitor proccing. This is just the base damage that my turret gives, 121k. And then over to my drone, we'll do a 76k. But this can be raised to that 260k for the turret and some extra 115 or 16 for my drone, and this hits so freaking hard, guys. I'm loving to play around with this build. And let's head over to the stats, guys. Not that important, but of course we're rocking a crit skill build. I pushed my critical hit chance to that 60%, 55.6%. I didn't want to lose an extra 12% critical hit damage, so the 55.6% is decent enough, and then a little under 100% critical hit damage. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the setup of the build. This is my whole build, choosing for the new Empress International brand set on here and giving us a lot of benefits. I'm thinking about adding the Memento backpack as well, and then probably changing my knee pads or leaving the knee pads and then changing, for example, that other Hanyu for some Wyvern that we can still do some damage. But I have a lot of other builds with the Memento backpack already, and I just wanted to show you this one. But guys, let me know what you think about this build. Would you change anything with this build? Or would you do it anything better? Or you want to just steal this build and go ahead, copy and paste this template, guys. This is a lot of fun to play with. But for today, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribers button. And of course the notification bell. PurePrime out.